Hello everyone, I'm Dmitriy Lavrov, the founder of TradeUnity, and today we make a new stream where we talk about different aspects of trading and discuss some news. I'm glad that you join me today, and let me explain how we will work during this stream. I have the list of questions from Discord channel, from our Telegram chats. We have some news which we must discuss. So I have some prepared questions. But anyway, if you have more questions, write them in the chat. I will read your questions and answer them after passing through the list. I would like to start from let's say the situation about regulation of traditional brokers which provide trading in the in forex market. We face with such changes in regulation, if I'm not mistaken, about 1 year ago, when FCA regulator changed the rules, and the level became much less than it was before, and there were just some changes in FCA regulation. So some brokers changed it, some brokers just send their clients to another type of into another offices, and it was the situation when ASIC regulation became really very interesting and good for a lot of people from different countries. But just now we have a news that ASIC regulator also changes the rules, and I should say it is really a very strong news for us too, because brokers are going to change their status, let's say like this. But I want to explain you why you shouldn't worry about it, how to protect yourself, and how to keep doing what you used to do without any panic. We talked with Exit Traders, as they are our partner broker now. We are preparing just let's say the announcement for all our members, and I think it will be sent to you in the email format during this hour, maybe 2 hours. So you will get all explanation from our side, and it will be official reply. I'm going to talk with you about following. I had a strong position that if you want to trade forex, you must have a really solid and regulated broker. It was my position, and it was logical because there were a lot of brokers provided which can provide you just FCA regulation and protection. Another another brokers from Australia, for example, they provide you ASIC regulation. There were brokers from Cyprus, and they have and now and they had another type of regulation. So different countries provided different regions provided different types of regulation, and you could pick the most interesting for you because the trading terms were closely the same. You could trade with just good leverage, you could protect your capital, you could have good infrastructure, trading terms, and so on. Everything was similar, but the difference was like with FCA regulation, you could protect your capital up to, if I'm not mistaken, up to $50,000. With ASIC regulation, I have no ideas about protection, but it was if we talk about FCA regulation, it was like the top one in Europe, in just in all countries, excluding United States and Canada. After that, uh, after that, the next one, if we talk about rating, based on how reliable they are, regulations. The second was ASIC, and lower regulation from Cyprus and other regions. But as I told you before, 1 year ago, if you preferred to use high leverage, and if you are a European resident, your leverage moved down, and instead of, for example, using 1 to 100, you had to use 1 to 30 to remind the maximum. A lot of people moved to ASIC brokers, and they could use also good and workable leverage, like 1 to 100, 1 to 200, 300, and so on. But now also new rules and regulation also just change this space, this world, and it breaks the previous rules on how you should pick the reliable broker. Now it's better to follow new rules, and it's better to keep trading terms comfortable for you, comfortable for your personal style of trading, comfortable for trading robots, and the question about regulation should be moved on another plan, and it shouldn't be so important now. The main reason is because we have a new field with new rules. Let's talk about why it wasn't so good to cooperate with unregulated brokers. When you open account in any unregulated broker, for example from offshore zones, it means you send money to a company which can run away with your money anytime, and you won't be able to get this money back. From this point of view, regulation is really important. It is really important if, for example, broker destroy their business based on different reasons, and without regulation you also have good opportunities to lose your money. But mainly we talk about for such cases, mainly we have to talk about brokers which started their business without long-term plans for developing their business, for growing their reputation, trust, and so on. And maybe you know a lot of companies, unregulated companies, brokers, like I don't know, FX Choice, LMFX from Macedonia, and a list of other brokers, where they started from they started their companies without regulation, and for them this business is good because some of them can work with US residents, some of them have their own plans, but from the beginning they were unregulated, and it looks like they do nothing for getting regulation. I don't want to say that they are scammers or something like this. Maybe they also can provide you good protection for your capital. Maybe they will get regulation and license in some time. It's not important. But what is really important, these companies, they don't have strong reputation, they don't have just solid business behind them, and from this point of view, I can invest money in such brokers. But for example, if we talk about a big capital, of course I won't do this. and I would like to invest just let's say maybe $10,000 to the company, which can provide me some protection, and where I can be sure that this capital will be protected, and I will be able to get it anytime. Uh, Now we have the situation, we face with the situation when it looks like top brokers from Australia, like IC Markets, like Pepperstone, Exit Trader also, and maybe other not so famous brokers from Australia, probably they will all move to maybe not offshores, but the regions where they can provide services, where they will be able to keep the same trading terms for their clients, but do it just using their branches, or maybe new registered companies in new regions, just in order to keep the same terms for providing you good leverage, workable leverage, and trading terms. Yes, of course, you won't have such protection like if you open account with FCA broker. It is logical. But at the same time, you must understand, and we all must understand that it looks like it will be new rules for this type of business, and I think it will become like a normal just in the nearest future. So from this point of view, I don't want just to panic because just solid brokers move to offshore zones and they start working like unregulated brokers. Because there is a great difference. If we talk about the previous examples where I provided you examples with FX Choice, with LMFX brokers, where they started when they started their business like unregulated from the beginning, and they have no solid reputation and so on. When we talk about Exit Trader, when we talk about Pepperstone, when we talk about IC Markets, it is another level of unregulated brokers. These companies, they have reputation, they have business. I am, let's say, absolutely sure they won't destroy their business and they won't destroy their reputation, which they could build during the whole their history. And I can't say maybe I am completely sure, but I'm sure at 99% that IC Market, Pepperstone, Exit Trader will do the best for providing the same trading terms, the same good and reliable cooperation with all their clients, but acting like a non-regulated brokers. I remember one broker, to my mind, it was FX Pro. They had, for example, this broker was represented like a broker from Great Britain, and it looks really nice, cool, solid. But in some time, they started providing variants for their clients. So if you want to get, if you want to open your account faster, so you, for example, you can do it with Cyprus office. If you want to get British account protected by FCA, you will need to provide much more documents, and you will have this account. But okay, you will have better protection. And to my mind, they also have different variants from other regions to offices. So they have different offices in different countries, just in order to provide for their clients the most comfortable terms for opening accounts, for registration, for verification, and so on. So I think it is good. It is possible model. And now when we talk about all brokers from Australia, I think it is a possible solution to provide clients the same trading terms, which are really important for us. Why they are important? They are important because if you use, for example, just trading strategies for manual trading, probably for you it's not so important to keep the same high level leverage. But if there are some difficulties for registering a new account based on new rules based on the new rules, of course you will need to move to a new company. Also, if you use, for example, trading robots, for you just leverage can be a really very important thing, which you also must have. And in such a way, you also need to move to a new region. And for these both cases, regulation should be not the most important thing. You need to focus on trading terms because from trading terms you will be able to get positive or negative results, but not from regulation. Of course, if you have a lot of money, probably it will be better just to cut and to use the part of your savings, the part of your capital, and invest just in one broker, in a second broker, just in order to have maybe some sort of diversification, if it will be more comfortable for you. Yes, it is possible. But still, uh, if we talk about top brokers from Australia, I think it will be absolutely okay to trust them, even they will provide you just another solution where your accounts will be opened without any regulation. Because don't forget, uh, when we talk about business in this field, broker, a good broker, they have to spend tons of money for promotion, for getting clients. Believe me, advertisement in such field it is really very expensive, and it is really very stupid idea to destroy your business and destroy your reputation, which you gained during many years just trying to cheat some clients who just sent money and they decided to steal this money. So there are no reasons for this. And from this point of view, I also think that these brokers will keep providing reliable cooperation, reliable and suitable trading terms. And it's not a variant. It's not the reason to panic at all, from my point of view. If you have any question about it now or in the future, we are ready to provide you more details if you need, and we can talk about how to manage your capital, how to protect yourself in work with unregulated brokers. But again, don't worry. It just we have new rules, and brokers try to optimize their business in order to provide for their clients good trading terms and conditions. And one more thing, some of you maybe worry about regulation, but for me it's really, I can't understand why some people have a lot of questions to regulated brokers and they don't have question to any unregulated crypto exchange. Crypto exchange can get money and disappear just easily if compared with any other brokers, because their charges for starting business they should be much less, and so all of them are unregulated, and they can disappear and nobody will find them. So if you trust crypto exchanges without regulation, why not to trust unregulated brokers? Especially, why not to trust brokers who have solid reputation, background, and ideas to develop their business. I don't think so that we need to worry about too much. About ASIC and new rules, I tried to explain. It was also another question from our Discord channel. The question was, let me show you. The question was from Digger Clouds. I hope you can read it also. The question is just the main idea of the question is diversification and stock trading. Do you bring us to understand how diversifications are fundamental for our portfolio and how stocks are interesting for that? I also described how difficult it is to have access to that market for normal users. To increase also the sense of the analysis you do every week on that, do you think you could help all of us which are interested but have not the right competence to trace somehow a path way to follow to open a window on that and start easily and safe to integrate stocks in our portfolio? Maybe you can think to do on that dedicated streaming or not. I think it could be another way to let us grow in knowledge and expand community interest. I don't know if too hard, complicated, or quite impossible, but I think it is a shame to miss such an opportunity now that we are understanding the big chance we are skipping. I'm just thinking as Apple, Tesla, Facebook, and more. So the question is just generally, the question is about diversification just by using different markets and about stock trading. It is a really very interesting question because it's not only interesting, it is also important. When we talk about trading, I just try to tell it again and again that every trade means risk. So when you open any trade, it doesn't matter. We're talking about trading signals. We're talking about trading robots and signals from trading robots, or you use your super reliable trading strategy. All trades, every trade, just when you open a trade, it means you take a part of risk. Risk management is the most important part, is one of the most important parts in trading, and especially in stable and profitable trading in the long run. So that is the main reason that all of you must focus on risk management first of all, but not focus on profit size. It is the beginner's mistake when novice traders try to think about the size of profit when they open a trade. But such approach to trading mainly leads to mistakes in risk management, and as a result you have zero deposit on your account. So we need to think about how to cut down risk in trading, and there are variants. At least there are several variants how you can do this. The best thing and the most reliable thing, I should say, is diversification. The idea is you invest in different markets, you use different tools, you use different time frames, and so you use different source of signals, and it means that in the long run you will be able to get not so deep, you will be able to get less drawdowns as for example without diversification, and you can make your profit and you can make your income more stable in the long run, and it is really good. It's really good idea to think in such way, in order to get not super good profit, but in order to get stable profit, just reliable profit, where you can plan your you plan your life based on these incomes, and it can be like a goal how to make trading more stable, and the second target can be like how to make it just more profitable. And in this case also diversification can provide you some solutions. For good diversifications, you need to use you need to create your portfolio in build based on different principles. The most simple and the variant which I want to promote, because it is really simple, to make your diversification based on different markets. Why it is simple? I guess a lot of you trade crypto or invest in crypto. So for you, crypto markets are something like a source for getting profit, and the markets which are interesting for you. It's okay. You can just use crypto markets like one part of your portfolio. Also, we are developing a copy trading platform for providing trading opportunities for forex trading, and we do it for for all members, in order to where they can get any trading signals just in auto mode. So you don't need to spend time for searching signals for forex markets. You won't need to spend time for opening trades, managing trades, or you will need just only connect your account to master account, one or several, and you will get all these signals automatically. It will be also cool because we are going to create our trading platform, copy trading platform, where you also can use and pick different trading strategies, different methods. There will be signals from experts, there will be signals from robots, there will be signals for short-term trading, for long-term trading, for aggressive trading, for conservative trading, for small capitals, for bigger capitals. So there will be variants. And based on this platform, you will be able to diversify your not only forex trading, but also diversify your all trading. So it will be really easily, and you will need to spend maybe 1 hour to pick this portfolio and open account, join it. So it will be really simple. But at the same time, you will be able to at least diversify your trading for manual trading or investing with crypto markets, and for automated trading with forex market, where you will be get also diversification based on different time frames, styles, and tools. It will be good portfolio. It will be really interesting portfolio, and I'm sure that even if you're crypto enthusiast only, this portfolio will be good for you, especially for cases like it was 2018 when crypto dropped, and you didn't have good opportunities for making money in the bearish market. So for such cases, for example, if in that time you could have such portfolio based on two markets, you could have negative results from crypto, but positive results from forex trading, because forex markets provide good trading opportunities all the time, and it doesn't matter market moves upwards or downwards. You have opportunities to make money every day with good tools. So you will be able to make a stable flow of income from forex market, and for example, just moving back to 2018, crypto provides you drawdown and Forex market provides you profit. So your drawdown can be not so deep, could be not so deep, or you could just maybe even make some profit. It depends on how many money, how much you invested in crypto and how much you invested in forex. So, but anyway, your trading could be much better. Your trading results could be much better. Just only just making such diversification based on two different markets. When we talk about just positive years for crypto, like 2017 to maybe 2019, these periods also will be good. Maybe you won't make so much money like if you trade only in crypto, because the part of your capital will be invested in forex. But anyway, you will have two floors of income, and as I explained before, it's much better to focus on getting stable income than maximum profit, because maximum profit mainly leads to high risk, breaking risk management rules, and if your goal is to make as much money as possible, it means you will have deeper drawdowns. So it's really not a good idea. It's better to think about stable profit, where you can just scale it year by year, increase your whole income just in step-by-step way. We talk about two variants of diversification, and my example of the perfect diversification is like I try to create now my variant of portfolio. It is also simple and it will be more stable. My portfolio includes the part of capital is invested in crypto for the long run, like just long-term trading style or investing style. Time by time, I need just to check this is market conditions. I don't spend much time for crypto. I have position and mainly in Bitcoin, and I expect to see upward movement to the previous at least historical highs, and after that think about what to do with long position. So now it's okay. I don't care about correction movements, about fallings. We have a bullish trend and it's enough for me. The second part of my portfolio, it is based on forex trading, based on robots. Again, here I also don't spend, I don't need to spend much time, because robots do all work for me, and I get signals from robots. Robots manage these trades. So time by time, one or maybe two times per week, I need just to check the results, maybe to optimize something. But again, I also don't spend much time for for forex trading, because I use robots. With the new copy trading platform, it will be much easier for me, and it will be like the goal to use copy trading platform, which we are creating for my purpose, for my personal trading also. So that is one of the reasons why you can trust our new copy trading platform, because we are going to use it by ourselves also. So we are not interested to creating unstable, unprofitable, and just low quality copy trading platform. We are interested to create it really stable, workable, user friendly, and profitable. Of course, profitable. And for this, we have ideas how to reach this goal. So, and the third market for me, is stock market, and I will tell you with more details why it is cool to have stock market in your portfolio. Just replying on Digger Cloud's question about stock trading, why it is difficult and why it is interesting also. The thing is, when we talk about stock trading, you need to understand that let's say stock trading, it is the top. Uh, there is nothing higher than stock trading, and it is really cool because stock trading provides a huge opportunities, a huge number of opportunities, and we talk about them. In order to explain just all possible opportunities how you can trade in different financial markets, I prepared for you this simple this just second this simple picture like this. So let's say you're a novice trader, so maybe not a novice trader, you're a guy searching for opportunities to leave your work and find something new for getting money for living, and you search some opportunities. Maybe you don't have money or you don't wish to start just real business. Mm, you would like to get something just maybe simple, something which can provide you profit uh, in the size you want, when you want, the business which can provide you opportunities to make money and traveling at the same time, just for working at, I don't know, several times per week, something like this, something interesting. And trading in the financial market, just in the whole financial markets, it is really probably one of the best type of business which can provide you really everything you need. If we talk about trading like a business, you can get a new business where investing capital can be really small if compared with the real business, when you need to spend a lot of money, when you need to hire staff, when you need to, I don't know, rent some warehouses and buy products and stuff like this. To trading is really simple. You need just starting capital for trading. You need laptop or desktop. You need internet connection, and that's all. So you can work anywhere where you can get access to internet. It's cool. Yes, it's cool. You can start from small capital and grow it step by step. It is really cool. So $100, it's okay. $200, it's okay. $5,000, it's okay. You can start and grow your capital with growing your knowledge, experience at the same time. For this, trading in the financial markets also is really amazing opportunities. When we talk about the level of income, if you have a job, you get a salary. What is positive from this? That your salary means you can get it. It doesn't matter how you work, or in some cases it is important how you work, but mainly you know that this month you get salary, next month you get salary, in the future you will also get salary. So it's something stable way of getting money. It is good, but at the same time many of us had or have just the high level of your salary, and in order to break this top level, you need to become a better specialist. So I don't know, maybe you need to work more and more, but anyway you will have limits in your size of salaries mainly. When we talk about trading in the financial markets, what is your limit in getting profit? I should say you don't have such limits, and everything depends on you only. how good you are as a trader, what is your knowledge level, experience level. So all these things will help you to reach uh, as good an income as possible. And from this point of view, financial markets provides really uh, borderless opportunities. You can make 100,000 per month as a profit. Yes, why not? You can maybe you can make millions of dollars per month. Yes, it's possible. Of course, not from the beginning, but you don't have the limits for getting money, and you can grow your capital year by year, step by step, getting knowledge, experience, reaching new levels, and just in some time you will be able to increase your income in many times, and just you will have many opportunities how to get such income, just only investing, only trading, just trading or investing, it doesn't matter, but you don't have limits. And just based on all these arguments and facts, we just start thinking, why not to start trading in the financial markets? And the question is, where you have to start, how you can start. You have variants, and the most simple solution for you is provided from binary options and binary option brokers. It is, I would like to say, it is the bottom. You open an account, you get access to a very simple, very simple trading platform where there is only bottom up and there is only bottom down. That's all. And maybe you need to pick the period for a deal. That's all. It is the most simple solution that everyone, even if you don't know how to read, if you don't know how to count, you can use binary option. And binary option brokers, they build their business for catching people who have no ideas about financial markets, but who want to get money quickly and just to get financial independence as soon as possible. Binary options can offer you this in a very simple way. You don't need knowledge, you need nothing, just two buttons up and down, and that's all. It is maybe it is cool, maybe, but I should say that binary options way, it is the way to nothing, because there are a lot of scammers in these fields, and it is really for very just small part of traders can be used. When you start using binary options, in some time you start understanding that it is really a very strange type of business. You don't have opportunities to increase your profit, to get monies, in some cases back, because of scammers. And maybe for playing like sport betting, binary options can be, but if compare sport betting and binary options, sport betting is much better. So anyway, there is opportunity. The more complicated, type of trading, it is crypto. It is still simple. You just open an account, buy coins, hold, fix profit, and you are happy. Crypto markets allowed to became like the front door for millions of people, when in 2017 we got just crypto hype. A lot of people know nothing about financial markets, they moved to crypto and they started trading, they started understanding that for making money you don't need also to have your current job. You can just invest money and get a really cool profit. For example, in 2017, I got a lot of messages from people who wrote me, please help me to manage my capital because I don't know what to do with them. So some people buy Bitcoin for 100, 200, $300, and Bitcoin moved to 10,000, 15,000, and people got one, two, 300 of thousands dollars, and they don't know what to do with it. Uh, but at least it was a good example of to show people that investing in the financial markets, like in crypto markets in our case, it is really a good opportunity. And if you want to have stable income, you just must develop yourself as a trader, get knowledge, grow experience, and it will help you just to trade or invest and get money only doing this. Anyway, crypto is really also it is simple market for novice traders because you can use different strategies, simple strategies like buy and hold. You can just make mistakes with entry levels, but still you can make profit because uh, trend markets mainly allows you to get profit even if you are not so good in trading, if you don't have a lot of knowledge, because trend movements will move in your direction. For you, just the main target is to find the direction, just right direction, and that's all. But at the same time, crypto markets can provide you good trading opportunities if you have a lot of money. If you want to get stable income, because of just following reasons, the market, just the crypto market is a really very small market. It is new market. It is a manipulated market. It is an unregulated market. With also a lot of manipulators and scammers in this field, with unregulated brokers, crypto exchanges, where you can just get some opportunities, but also you have some borders for your further development. The higher level is forex trading. Here we talk about just the market which started from, if I'm not mistaken, 1973 or 75. So the market with about 50 years of history. It belongs to traditional markets. It is stable market. It is the market where you can get reliable and regulated brokers with long history. Let's say a really good development for this market started when people got access to internet. And brokers started providing trading, online trading, and you can see that a lot of brokers started their business just in the beginning of 2000. There are a lot of brokers founded in that period. Some of them started 20 years ago. Some of them started 15 years ago. But anyway, a lot of companies, reliable, stable companies with good infrastructure, where you can trade using just good capital without any problems. It is simple to enter, it is simple to exit from forex markets. You can use robots, you can trade manually, everything is good. But for example, you can't use a simple strategy buy and hold in forex because the nature of forex and currency markets is just a little bit different if compared with crypto and stock. But anyway, it can be like the next level after crypto, especially if you entered in the financial market through crypto trading. For you, the next step can be forex trading, and it can be really interesting. And as I explained before, it is really good for diversification, especially if you can use automated solutions. So, for you it's really a good variant. But still, it is more complicated. It is more complicated if we compare it with binary options trading platform, MT4 trading platform, MT5 trading platform, C-Trader trading platforms. They are more complicated and they are focused on people who want to make money. And if they want to make money, they will, for them, such technical and interface problems with more complicated trading solutions, it won't be a problem at all. So people will learn and they will use it, so everything will be okay. Crypto still provides also very simple solution, more complicated if compared with binary options, but not so complicated if compared with forex trading. Stock markets. It is the top. Some traders start from stocks. Some traders just start from other markets but move to stocks. Because it is the place of professionals, it is the place where you can do everything with any size of capital. It is really the space where you can create and fulfill all your ideas, plans, and I don't know, become a new Warren Buffett. With forex, crypto, and especially binary options, it will be impossible. But with stock markets, it will be possible. Why stock markets are so cool? So, you can use technical analysis, you can use fundamental analysis. You can, it means you can trade like investor, and for this you have tons of books and knowledge how to use fundamental analysis, how to understand that shares of the company overpriced or not. Which potential has this company or that company. You can invest a lot of money in buying shares because there are this market also is, it's not big as forex, but it allows, if we talk about, for example, let's talk about stock based on US stock market, because it is the biggest one. You can invest really big capitals in buying shares of different companies. If you want to take part in, if you want to become a shareholder of Apple, Facebook, you can buy their shares. If you want to support just startup, you can buy new companies shares. There are, I can be maybe a little bit wrong, but as far as I know, 3,000-4,000 of different shares are available for you. You can pick from low capitalization companies up to top capitalization companies, and trade based on fundamental analysis only, acting like an investor. If you have another type of business, maybe real business, stock trading and investing can be a really good solution, because you won't need to spend a lot of time for investing, but you will be able to get stable income the second source. If you don't want to be an investor, okay, no problem. You can be a trader. You can be long-term trader. You can be short-term trader. You can be a swing trader. You can be scalper. There are a lot of opportunities for you. You can trade just only during one day. You can hold your position. You can use all types of technical tools, lines, levels, indicators, everything you want. Elliot's wave theory, Fibonacci levels, everything you can use with stock trading. But for example, what is really cool for me, what is the most interesting thing for me, you can find it only maybe with crypto trading. Level 2 prices. What does it mean? Short, it is the list of limited orders for buying and for selling. This window with such number of orders, limited orders, can provide you priceless information and tell you about possible market movements, possible reversals. You can use this information because this information push the market. If you use only charts, you can see that okay, market moves in one direction, but using this window with the level 2 prices, you can understand why the market moves. So you are like you use the information which will be shown on a chart in some time. So you have much better position, and you can use this information for trading. You can use it for short-term trading. You can use it for searching good entry levels. You can use it for placing stop orders in the right and make your stop sizes as less as possible. And you can use it for scalping. There are a lot of scalpers in stock markets who make a lot of money just opening and catching very short price movements, and during the day they can make a really good sum. For example, if we talk about forex trading, mainly I would like to say that 5-10% per month in forex trading. It is really cool. It is really cool. If you can get it stable month by month, believe me, you will have a huge number of investors allowing to give you capital for managing, because it is really cool. You have such results because you need to manage your risk. When you work with risk, for example, it's rather difficult to stay with the same type of risk, with the same level of risk, and increase the profit. Because if you want to make more money, it means you need to get more trades, or to increase your trading load. And with forex, where you have let's say not so volatility movements, you just need to break sometimes rules in order to increase your profit size. And from risk management, from this point of view, it's not so good, and that's why forex can be limited. Okay, if you use a scalping strategy, maybe you can increase your profits up to 20-30%, maybe if you're so cool, and if you use just scalping strategies, and if you work all the day, and if you're so lucky, maybe you can make with a workable risk level, maybe you can make 50 levels, 50% of profit, and I mean you will be in workable risk zone, but mainly 5-10%. When we talk about stock trading, you can expect maybe 5%, maybe 3-5% per day, because of many reasons. You can trade without leverage. You can catch really lot of numbers of good and profitable trades. You can trade in penny stocks, which can change in prices on 50-100%. And from this point of view, low capitalization stocks look even much better than crypto movements. If we talk about Bitcoin, for example, you can get 10% movement per day, and it is good. For shitcoins, you can maybe get 50% changes in price also during one day. With penny stocks, you can get also the same, but even maybe higher. If compared with crypto, in crypto you face with manipulators, with pumpers, dumpers, with unstable market conditions, like and the unsuitable market conditions, like just for your comparing 2017, 2018. In 1 year you can trade just easily and make tons of money. In other year, mainly you just try to save your money. With stock trading, you have a huge number of markets, and there are no difference which year. Every day you can let's say every week you can pick really cool markets and make and catch movements even bigger than in crypto. So from this point of view, stock markets are also cool. What else? So you can get, let's say, you can get the level of profit maybe even more than in crypto. But if crypto doesn't have really good infrastructure around, you work with unregulated crypto exchanges, you work with just you can't work with good robots, you can't sometimes you can't find good signals, good market conditions, so stock can provide you everything you need, for good and profitable trading. When we talk about uh, very nice, Mikhail. 5 day. Okay, I guess you want to make 5% per day, and it is the main goal for a lot of people. Yes, I understand you, and sometimes yes, it can be, but don't try to make 5% per day if you are a novice trader, if you know nothing. That is also very important. You can make 5% per day. You can make even 10% per day, even. But you must understand that for reaching these goals, you need to get knowledge, get experience, become better and better and better as a trader. And one day you will be able to reach to make such money. So about stock trading. We talk about let's talk about brokers company from United States. Some companies have 15, 16, maybe to my mind even 70 years history. They are all regulated. If we talk about United States companies, if you say resident, for you you can work with Fidelity. Fidelity has I can't say that this information is reliable. I just get it from also one of reviews about, for example, Fidelity. They have about 10 or maybe 12 millions of accounts. So you can see the size of market. Fidelity, Trade also have maybe 7-8 millions of clients. Interactive broker, they have, to my mind, several millions of accounts. I'm not sure exactly, but it is really huge market. There are a lot of clients, and there are solid brokers with huge reputation, long history, trusted, protected. You can be protected if you invest in interactive broker. You can be protected up to $500,000. Just there are some difference of amount. 200,050 if you have cash, and up to 500,000 in all your assets. But it's not so important. The main idea is, if you invest money in United States brokers, you can be protected up to a huge sum, so you shouldn't worry. And it is a really huge business, and I don't think that there are companies which want to cheat their clients, because there are no reasons for this. Also, you can work with also not so regulated companies, not from United States, from other regions, where you can get also good trading terms, but less protection. But anyway, it is a really huge business, and if we talk about stock trading, it is the part of financial world, and it is a really solid part of it. If we talk about crypto, it is just something new, which probably will become officially the part of financial market in some year, maybe. Maybe. If we talk about forex, okay, it is forex. Some people like it, some people don't like it, but still, it is also like a part of business. If we talk about stock trading and stock markets, it is just a very important part of this financial world, and it is a really solid part of financial world. Why? Because uh, companies will be in the future. They are now different size of companies. They need money. How they can get money? They can get money selling shares. So if so, uh, this market will be maybe forever, maybe. But I think it will stay even if forex disappear, crypto disappear, binary options disappear, stock market will stay. You can buy shares, you can trade futures, you can trade options, you can trade bonds, you can trade ETF, everything you want. What is also interesting, just for me personally, forex 24 hours it is open active, okay, but you need to plan your day because it's difficult to plan your day when you have to stay in front of computer, if we talk about manual trading during the whole day. um, when we talk about stocks, you have exact pre-market times, market times, and you can plan your day. Just for example, a lot of people trade in the first hour of market activity, uh, using scalping strategies, and make several percent per day and have a rest during the whole day. It is really interesting and good for planning, for time management, and again, you can use different tools. If I want to say that scalping is not a good just choice for trading, especially if we talk about scalping in forex, because forex market, the nature of forex market, it is, let's say, it is more unpredictable, because when we talk about forex trading, movement of currencies, during the day you have a lot of news. And for example, if you trade euro against USD, for example, in the first part of the day you get good news from European Union, and this news push market in one direction. In 3 to 4 hours you can get news from United States, and it change the direction in other side. Combination of different news from different regions can make the price movement really unpredictable, and you must be really very good in fundamental analysis in order to take the right decision, and combine different sort of news together, and get possible just the right variant how the market can move, and make profit from it. When we talk about scalping in forex, you need to take decision really very quickly within several seconds, because of let's say unpredictable market movements. And that's why for forex, for scalping, I think, and I'm sure that if you have experience, if you have background, when you move from daily to hourly charts, only after that you can try to use scalping for forex market. When we talk about scalping and stock trading, so first of all, you have exact period of time where the markets are more predictable. When markets start trading, when you can start trading in the market, so when the market is opened, so there are movements, and these movements are more predictable, and these movements allows you to just catch interesting to get interesting setups, which really simple for beginners, and you need just to learn these setups, to learn these patterns, and use them in the right markets in the right time. It's really simple. It's much more simple. If you want more complicated scalping strategies like using level 2 and the flow of orders, you can use it also. But if you don't want, if you want more simple solution, you can use simple trading lines, levels, and make money just using only these simple tools. And that's all. For scalping, stock markets are really much better and good place for scalpers. Another thing, when we talk about forex, you have just exact number of markets. There are times when markets are not active. You, if especially if you want to scalp in forex, or if you use just trend strategies, breakout strategies, just a lot of markets, but you need to uh, watch all of them. It's rather complicated thing. So there are some technical problems for catching the suitable markets for which will match your trading style. When we talk about stock trading, as I told you, there are thousands of stock markets, and there are thousands about it ETF markets where you can also trade. There are screeners where you can just put. There are trading strategies based on gaps, so different types of strategies. For this, you don't need to pass through thousands of markets. You need just to put parameters in this screener that you need markets which are opened with gaps, the size of gap. Click scan, and you will get the list of such markets in within seconds, and it is really cool. You can set up different criteria and pick the right market which you need, which match your trading style, and it is really super cool. With forex, it is a much more complicated thing. Of course, I showed uh, trading view screeners for forex markets also, but I don't like how it works, to tell you the truth. And maybe, for example, for forex, I would like to pick only markets overbought, oversold, because for other trading conditions, such type of screeners work not so good. If we talk about stock markets, there are several type of screeners, professional screeners, where you can pick and set up criteria just based on your needs and get markets which you need. Stock trading provides you opportunities to trade in the right time, in the right markets, using the right tools, and it can increase your results, trading results, and it is really cool. And again, it is the place for professional traders, for big companies. There are strategies which are focused on searching such big players and following them. So there are really different opportunities for making profit based on different types of trading. And it is the place of professionals. It means that the price movements will be more predictable than if we talk about, and if we compare it with crypto, where there are a lot of unprofessional, uneducated, I mean from a trading point of view, people who push markets just based on FOMO in different directions without any logic, out of logic sometimes. With stock markets, you have just much better picture, and it is good. Again, it's better to trade on predictable markets than unpredictable. And from this point of view, again, stock markets are really cool. Infrastructure is really cool. And if we want to talk about disadvantages of stock trading, I would like to tell you maybe one thing. If compared with binary options, where you have two buttons, up and down, for getting access to stock trading, you just really need to put efforts, because You will face with professional trading platforms, and believe me, with my 10 years experience and using different platforms for forex trading, I was lost. Too much information and too much settings, and it's really rather difficult just to catch it from the first look how to use it. And you need to set up this platform based on your needs. Just open exact windows which you need for trading. It is another level of trading platforms. Yes, it is professional, but for professionals, it's not a problem to use these platforms because they have knowledge and they are ready to pass such difficulties. For people who prefer just not to lose, not to put efforts in reaching their goals, binary options it will be the perfect solution, but probably they will fail very quickly. So stock trading, you must be ready. Screeners, they also rather complicated. And if we talk about using screeners for picking the right markets, the cheapest solution I could find costs 50 or around $50 per month, and it's really cheap. Because in other platforms, more professional platforms for getting the right markets, ask for $200, $300 you will need to pay. If you want to trade markets based on level 2 prices, you also need to pay to buy this data. And these prices also can be different. You probably need to pay $50 per month for getting such type of data, 100, or it depends on different stock exchanges. It depends on different markets, what type of data you need. So you need to pay for, because it is this solution, data and information for professionals who have money and who are ready to pay such money for making more money. You must be ready. But anyway, you can find different solutions to make your charges as less as possible, but at the same time to have access to real stock trading. Because don't mix such trading like CFD contracts for shares and real stock trading, because we have to talk about two different things. CFD trading by through forex brokers, CFD shares. It's really very simple, and it's something like trading forex pairs. But stock trading, real stock trading, it is another and top level. Which, if you want to become successful in this type of business, you must try to reach this level, because it is really the best place where you can be. For example, just to compare, you are a football player. You started playing from your local team and develop yourself like a sportsman and football player, and reach top leagues, and you become professional and you get all benefits from it. So the same goes about stock trading. We I'm learning a lot these months about stock trading, because for me it is a really new world, and for me it is new world and amazing world with so many opportunities. I felt in love in stock trading, in real stock trading, and I want to just start stock trading as soon as possible. But for this, I understand I need to learn some special techniques. I learned about infrastructure about stock trading, because there are some important things which we all must take into consideration. I need to learn some stuff about how to use the level 2 prices, how to trade. I need to get some practice. I need to try just in real time. I opened account in interactive broker. Just I didn't have time to found it and start real trading. Because we have a lot of work with the copy trading platform. But I will try. I will do the best to start trading in forex within maybe several months. After that, I will be able to provide you more details about it, and of course, stock trading, stock markets will be the part of Trade Unity because it is the main market, and we have to provide you knowledge, experience about this market too, in order to unlock just for you this amazing world and provide where you can find new opportunities and just move in this direction too. Just the idea is when we focus on creating copy trading platform and getting and founding all master accounts which we need for different purpose. So it is the main part of work now, and we spend a lot of time and efforts for this. After that, I will need to finish a crypto trading course with adding another lessons. After that, I think I will make a course about my trading strategy, and after that, I will be ready to start preparing stuff and maybe courses for stock trading. Just in order to provide you know nothing about stock trading, how you can how you can start, where you need to in which direction you have to move, and what you need for stock trading. Because when I just started getting information about it, I also was lost because there are too many information about stock trading, and you don't know in which direction you need to make the first step. So we will prepare something like the blueprint and for everyone who know nothing from the beginning. So you will need to do this, the stuff which must be also prepared for this in order to provide you the main knowledge you need to have for starting stock trading. And we will make it just in course formats. There will be webinars, streams about trading in stock market. So we have such plans, and we will do the best for making them as soon as possible. But we have the list of high priority tasks, which where copy trading platform for everyone, it is the main priority. So I talked about, I told you everything I was going to share with you about stock trading and how to diversify your trading using different markets and styles. About questions from the chat. It was a question from Nicholas. Maybe you also know, if you followed messages from our Telegram channel, Kraken, they started selling their shares. If you want to become a shareholder of Kraken, you can do. You can buy their shares. And Nicholas asked my opinion about it. So, first of all, I like Kraken. Kraken is my, let's say, favorite crypto exchange. I stayed with them even when they have really the shittiest and unstable crypto trading platform among other brokers, but still I stay with them. I like them, they're cool. But I don't understand their idea for selling their shares. And they sell their shares not like other companies sell their shares through IPO and traditional and official stock exchanges. They sell it through such amazing platform like Bank to the Future. It is just unknown for me platform for getting for invested money in shares of different companies. For example, we have a list of companies where we can find a lot of new companies and crypto exchanges, Binance, Coinbase, to my mind also. So, okay, as I can see, it is just one of platform where you can buy shares from Kraken. They present themselves like top of crypto exchanges, with good volume, with a good number of clients, and I can agree with them because there are no other reasons to just to be to have another position. But I don't understand the reasons why they share they sell shares. Uh, First of all, you sell shares in order to get money for developing your business, mainly, because there are no other variants for selling shares. For what? If you have money for developing your business, why you need to sell shares and get another people just around you and pay them dividends? And I'm not sure that here you also, when we talk about buying shares, you have two sources of income. You can get profit from, let's say you bought a share for $10 and you can sell it for $20, so you have profit. Another type of profit can be dividends. When as a shareholder, one time per year you can have just the part of profit of company profit, and you hold shares and still get some additional money. I have no ideas about how Kraken will provide dividends, or will they provide dividends or not. What you buy shares and what will you do with them in the future? For example, where you can find the price changes. If we talk about buying, okay, it's stupid example, but still, you buy Facebook shares, so you know where to see the changes. You know that you can sell these shares for making profit if the price will change in the future. So you can see these prices, and you have a platform for selling these shares. All people around you know the price of Facebook shares. Everything is clear, transparent, and there is logic. Where is the logic and how you can trade with Kraken shares? I have no ideas at all. And again, moving back to the main question, for what? If you are a really solid crypto exchange company, I guess you don't have money problems, because as I remember in 2017, crypto exchanges made tons of money in profit. Really, really. I don't think that in 2019 something was changed, especially for the top crypto broker. I don't understand the reason for selling shares. I don't understand, and for me it looks rather strange because of these arguments. And I also read just in comments that some people complained that here is the message. I don't know. Can you read it? What I didn't like. The comment was from one guy where he wrote about one company also sold shares and people bought it, but in some time Kraken bought that company. So it means that the owners of the shares of the first company, they had to become shareholders of Kraken, but no. It looks like shareholders were a little bit cheated by Kraken, but just an opinion. I don't know exactly about it, but I don't like such type of news. Again, if we talk about how reliable it can be and will it be profitable, I have no ideas. And if I have money, just if I have free money for investing in Kraken, based on all this information which I have now, where they sell, for what they sell, I have no ideas for what, and having such, let's say, not positive comments, I would like to skip this opportunity. But it doesn't mean that Kraken maybe won't provide you profit in this yeah, with this event. Maybe, but at the same time, you must understand that if you take part in this, it means you will take just a size of risk on your side. And if it's okay for you, maybe why not? But at the same time, if you don't want to take part in risky in the risky in such risk investments, maybe investing in a new Facebook coin, it is much more interesting. It should be much more interesting. So, and I don't understand why just why Kraken decided to sell their shares in the periods when crypto just becomes popular again. I could understand this step in 2017 when all projects, a great number of projects, project related with crypto started just having problems because hype started falling from the beginning of 2018, and I could understand in that period of time that probably in order to protect the business, in order to keep the team, in order to continue developing their platform and something like this and their business, they need to get extra money, and selling shares, it is okay, it is good step. But now in the beginning of a new hype for crypto, it looks weird for me. But you can do everything you want still. I just shared my opinion. For me it is really very weird. As for other questions from the chat from Maxi, when you will have time, could you please look at euros, silver, Tesla? I will look at these markets, and I will make a review on this during this week or on Monday during the stream when we talk about markets. As I tried to ask you many times before, let's just use Wednesday's streams for talking about trading, and use Monday streams for talking about exact market and market conditions, because it will be more simple for people to get two types of content easily. Living in the European Union, I guess he also, if we talk about stock trading, I guess he also can use interactive broker, because it is probably the only one and the best solution for non-US residents. It is it is really funny. When we talk about forex trading, US residents have problems with forex trading and European brokers. So, and they are limited in forex trading and using automated solutions. When we talk about stock trading, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Yetrade, and other top brokers from United States, they are available only for US residents. I don't know, to my mind they changed the terms several years ago, because 5 or maybe more years ago I was going to open account in TD Ameritrade and they accepted non-US residents. But now, just 1 year ago, I tried to open again, and they explained me that no, only for US residents. So for non-US residents, we have now one solution, reliable solution, cool solution, Really great solution, interactive brokers, and I know they have a branch in United Kingdom, and I guess United Kingdom branch will be good for European Union residents. So uh, you will you will open account with them, and you will be able to use their trading station platform. Interactive brokers, they have their own platform. It is really cool. It will be able to provide you a lot of opportunities, but at the same time, you can use not their platform. There are platforms, as I know, yes, Signal, but you will need to pay money for using that platform. Be ready for this. Where you can also trade, use an account in Interactive Broker, but using another platform. So there are variants, and anyway, you can use a good solution for trading stocks from Europe too. And I commented 5% per day from Mikhail, and it looks like we don't have more questions. We don't have more questions. And I need to move back to one question from Digger Cloud. Just I need to show you. He asked me about just seconds. About strange situation with the prices for Bitcoin against USD dollar and Bitcoin against euro. Based on yesterday's, it was Sundays. It was Sunday. Digger Cloud asked me, can I give interpretation about what's happening on Sunday with Coinbase? Background, because I am in European Union and I play with Coinbase Pro in TradingView, I ever used BTC USD for drawing and BTC Euro for stop loss, take profit, buying, and so on. Usually the two charts are barely equal in the graph if you overlap it. Yesterday I saw what never before, and it was so frustrating to me, since early in the morning, based on 50-minute charts, as first for almost all the day, the gain value in person for BTC market was half of the other platform like Bitfinex. All the graphs was really different from other platform in high or low and progressions path with clear feeling that were driven and hawk include the free loan down legs and more. And the third, the spread between sell and buy at point was more than 45 euros. And Monday everything seems back to the normality. What I want to comment, I didn't see this situation, but it looks like it could be like technical problems. It can be time by time. TradingView is not perfect and it can provide such bugs. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was something wrong with data from Coinbase or maybe from Bitfinex, but time by time it can be. The same situation you can see in Forex, where some brokers also can provide you not real quotes. But what I wanted just to make clear, Bitcoin USD and Bitcoin Euro, mainly it is two different charts. You have to use them like two different charts. The reason is we have two different fiat money, and only because of it you will be able to have different levels for entry, different levels for stop loss and take profits, and so on. Yes, the movements can be the same, the market conditions can be the same. For example, trend market movements there, trend markets movements for here, but levels will be different. And it's better to just, if you don't have opportunities to use original charts BTC against euro, you need to use BTC USD and draw the same lines, the same levels, just using important high, swing lows, just for BTC euro from BTC USD. In order to use this, just for you, the right market BTC euro with exact levels, with exact lines and entry exit levels for trading, but just not using the market which is not suitable for you. This is very important, and I remember in 2017 when I had followers who traded only Kraken. For them, I provided BTC euro charts, BTC USD for other people, and I saw different levels and sometimes different market movements, because we talk about the price of Bitcoin, and this price of Bitcoin is different for USD and is different for euro, because euro and USD also changes in prices. So from this point of view, it's better to use exact market with exact analysis and use this exact information for trading, but not to try to compare it with the different. And about difference in prices, I think it's just only the back problems and technical problems and nothing more. So as I can see, there are no more questions, and I need probably we need to finish this stream. So no questions. I replied all questions, and here, and I hope you liked. I hope you got some ideas about different markets, why you need different markets, and where you can find interesting and good opportunities based on your personal goals. I should say I want to trade in stock markets because I feel that it is the best place for me. I started with forex trading, and I moved a lot in this direction, and if compared with the new opportunities, for me stock market looks much more attractive and interesting, and for me it is the reason for just focusing for manual trading on in stock markets. You can have your own vision, and you can have your own path. If you want to just start from stock trading, why not? If you want just to start from forex trading and crypto trading and make diversified portfolio based on only to these markets, it's also possible. It's also a possible solution. It's also possible to trade only one market without diversification. But in order to take such decision to trade only one market, you must understand all risks and all just let's say advantages and disadvantages of such type of trading. For beginners, I must advise to make diversification, because you don't understand clearly all possible risks which you can face in the future, and every mistake can destroy you very quickly, and that's why diversification is just another tool which can protect you from such type of mistakes. So crypto forex, stocks, as you wish. Just think about your goals. Would you like to use trading like the main source for getting money for living, or maybe you need to use trading for getting additional income. If you like your current work, why not? It can be a possible solution. If you want to get financial independence faster, if you want to be a free man, a free guy or a free girl, and just travel, live as you want, you probably need to focus on financial markets, because they really can provide you what you need. What you need. So think about it. I will be glad to read your comments below this video about what would you like to do. Would you like to diversify your trading portfolio or not? What type of markets you like? Just only crypto, maybe forex, crypto, maybe stocks also. You was inspired by me, and for you stock markets also become an interesting place. Share what you think about it below these comments. Also, I will be glad to read your feedback, how to improve the streams, all streams, how to improve our channel, how to improve our work. Your feedback is very important for us. I should say, if you like this stream, please click likes. If you don't like, please click dislike. I will be really appreciated for your comments. See you next Monday, where we talk about different markets, market overviews, and if you have any question, don't forget to write them in our Telegram chats. Don't forget, one more time, we have the special offer which will be in June only. You can get 3-month access for free. The link for the page with the more details you can find below this video. If you are not, if you are here in the first time, please make sure to click subscribe button. Thank you very much for your time, for spending with me. Have a nice evening and have a nice week. See you next time. Bye bye.